The following is a presentation of KJAM Sports.
This is Bulldog Basketball on AM 1390. Today's game is brought to you by the KJAM Sportscasters Club.
Now let's head to the press box. It's the Bulldog pregame show
with the voice of the Bulldogs, Matt Gross.
And a good evening and welcome to the Edward Jones Investment pregame show here on Dakota's Best AM 1390 KJAM and online at AmazingMadison.com. It's Madison Bulldog Girls Basketball here on a Friday night in Flandreau. It's the 1-8 Madison Bulldogs and the 3-4 Flandreau Flyers. Macros alongside you with here on Dakota's Best, our Edward Jones Investment pregame show. Brought to you by Edward Jones in Madison. Let's start planning for you and your family's future today. Contact the Weebies at Edward Jones in Madison. Madison girls haven't played since Tuesday night. Madison was in Vermilion, had a nice opening quarter against a good Vermilion Tanager ball club, but then just too much offense from Vermilion, and really an outstanding team. The Tanagers, who have been a title contender the last several years in the state of South Dakota, and the Bulldogs fell on the road and suffered their 8th loss of the season. Bulldogs looking for win number 2 after getting their lone victory so far over Parker Marion in America's Hometown Basketball Classic back in Madison right after the start of the new year. A Flandreau team that comes in at not necessarily a rebuilding mode, but a little down from where they've been the past few seasons. Certainly this was a team just a few years ago that was back-to-back at the state championship, state tournament. They were consolation champs in 2024 and 6th place in 2023. They were there as well in 2020 after a nearly 25-year absence from the girls' tournament. So 3 of the last 5 years, the Flandreau Flyer girls have been in the state Class A girls basketball tournament. But now a 3-4 record on the season. It's a bit of an odd mix of girls. You've got some seniors that have been playing for a while, but then a lot of freshmen and several 8th graders on the roster here for the Flandreau girls. Addie Hammer, a senior. Hannah Kroll, another senior that's been around here for a while. Allie Sheppold, another one that's seen some playing time. Now you've also got the sophomore Morgan Shepard, 6'2", who's been getting significant minutes, and she was an 8th grader, younger sister of Claire Shepard, who's a redshirt freshman with South Dakota State University. And then, of course, you've got another young Shepard, Reagan Shepard, who's a 5'10", 8th grader, the younger sister yet of the two olders, and she's going to get some playing time for the Flyers here as well. So as we said, they've got some seniors that have been around, certainly have been on the teams that went to state. Addie Hammer and Hannah Kroll, underclassmen, but were part of that rotation from a team 2 years ago that was the consolation championship, and now trying to find their footing. Their scoring has been down this year, averaging 42.5 points per game. Meanwhile, the Madison Bulldogs, the scoring has been up this year. Madison was only about 22 points a game last season. They're 38.8 points per game so far here in 2025 and 26. And we'll need to put some offense on the floor tonight against the Flandreau Cardinals. This has been a difficult place for the Madison girls to play. Flandreau over the years has really used some pressure to take the ball out of the hands of the Bulldogs, whether it be full court, half court trap, or just kind of a suffocating half-court defense. The Bulldogs have committed a lot of turnovers on this floor over the last 10, 15 years. They'll need to control that. But defensively for Madison, it just feels like, even though they've had some elite scorers that they've faced in the last week, put up some good numbers against them, it feels like as a team, Madison is competing defensively at a high level, and it's helping them out on the offensive side as well. Just kind of everything's a little more confident. Now, the next step is starting to turn that into wins against these opponents, like a Flandreau here tonight, or go back early in the season and a team like Tri-Valley, these teams that, are going to be good matchups for Madison, that they've been losing these games by 8, 9, 10 points. Now try to get those down to where you can have a chance at a final possession, be in these games and try to close out a few more wins here before the end of the season. Madison playing their 10th game of the year here tonight. It'll be postseason before we know it. We'll take a look at some of the other games going on around the area tonight. Also, Dakota State University men's and women's basketball is at home. We'll check in on them after a quick timeout. In your Edward Jones Investment pregame show, first we remind you that our game officials, the law on the court, is brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, reminding all players, coaches, and fans to show officials the proper support and respect. It's their participation that makes high school sports possible. Back with more of our pregame show after this in Flandreau on KJAM.
If you're like a lot of South Dakotans, you've made a purchase online for services or products and have had no issues. Unfortunately, scammers view the internet as their playground, and they're constantly deploying new scams to attempt to take your hard-earned funds. Fraudulent websites have grown by leaps. Consumers and businesses need to check all aspects of a website before making any type of purchase. Questions regarding this scam should be directed to South Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have a lot of questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Tyler Weedy. Let's work together to help make sure your finances meet your unique needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Call us at 605-256-3550 to schedule an appointment.
The Madison Bulldogs are known for being dedicated, hardworking, and always striving to do their very best to be a winning team. Just like the dedicated, hardworking team at F&M Co-op in Madison. Whether you're in need of tires, bulk fuel, propane, oil, or exhaust fluid, F&M Co-op is the local choice for your farming operation. F&M Co-op of Madison, striving to be part of your winning team and a proud supporter of the Madison Bulldogs.
Improve your oral health by visiting Madison Family Dental. At Madison Family Dental, they help improve smiles of their patients by offering many dental services, including general and kids dentistry, restorative dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, smile makeovers, and implant dentistry. Whether it's for a checkup, teeth cleaning, crowns, fillings, root canal, wisdom teeth extraction, dentures, implants, or teeth whitening, Madison Family Dental can help. Schedule an appointment today by calling 256-2670 or visit MadisonFamDental.com.
Welcome back to Flandreau High School, our Edward Jones Investment pregame show here on AM 1390 KJAM. Madison girls basketball at Flandreau tonight. In Madison, there's some basketball happening this evening. Dakota State University, they are back at home, finally. It's been like a month for DSU men and women, hosting Montana Tech today. Egg Bowl night at the Dakota State University Fieldhouse. DSU women against the number 12 ranked Montana Tech, and it was all DSU. Dakota State with a 73-56 win over Montana Tech. Started off kind of close. DSU opened up a double-digit lead at halftime, but then they outscored Montana Tech 29-18 in the third quarter to pick up the victory there. The men are underway right now against Montana Tech. The Montana Tech men are ranked number 15 in the NAIA, but DSU has the early lead, 31-26 Dakota State, with about 2 minutes to go before halftime. DSU will also be back at the Fieldhouse in Madison again tomorrow night for a men's and women's doubleheader as well, taking on Montana Western. So good luck to the Trojans tonight and tomorrow. Of course, other games throughout the area tonight as well. A number of high school teams are in action here on this Friday night. Tomorrow, Madison boys wrestling, Madison girls and boys wrestling, I believe, actually, back finally after what's kind of been a long winter break for a tournament tomorrow. And also the Madison gymnastics team, they will host the Linda Cullignan Invite tomorrow at Madison High School. Some girls basketball tonight. Coleman Egan beat Garrettson 58-9. It's a final already at Garrettson. Coleman Egan 58-9. Boy, they're a good team this year. Sioux Falls Christians leading Hill City. West Central girls leading St. Thomas More tonight. Also, Del Rapids St. Mary girls on top of Oldham Ramona Rutland 36-12 here this evening. And some boys basketball. A lot of those games are double headers. The boys games not quite underway in most of those contests, but we'll keep an eye on them as we go through our game today. We are going to take another timeout. We've got the national anthem on the way, and then we'll take a look at the starting lineups for our two squads here on your Edward Jones Investment pregame show. Dakota's Best, AM 1390, KJAM. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back, we'll look at the starters, and get you to tip-off in Flandreau next on KJAM.
Los Tapatios Authentic Mexican Food has two convenient locations in Madison and Volga. The Madison location has moved to their new expanded building right next door to the original restaurant. Los Tapatios, where families and communities come together to experience great food and great service. Los Tapatios is proud to support local teams and proud to be a part of great communities.
Before you hit the highway, swing by Automedics Car Care in Madison. AC not keeping up? Tires looking tired? We'll get your car road trip ready with expert inspections, oil changes, brake checks, and industry-leading nationwide warranty on most repairs. 'Cause nothing ruins a summer drive like a breakdown. You can trust nearly 40 years of combined experience at Automedics Car Care on Southwest 4th Street in Madison. Visit automedicscarcare.com.
Pest making a play on your property? Time to call in the pros, the Yankee brothers at A&B Pest Control. Whether it's spiders blitzing your kitchen, ants and mosquitoes invading your turf, or rodents trying to run the offense, A&B Pest Control shuts them down. Locally owned, operated, and undefeated against bugs and critters, serving homes, businesses, and farms, interior, exterior, you name it. Call A&B Pest Control today at 605-480-1792 and kick pests out of your field for good. A&B Pest Control, run by the Yankee brothers, local and reliable.
Trust your farming operation with the locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. With their state-of-the-art facility, Farmers Ag Center offers trusted advice when it comes to fertilizer, seed, and crop protection products. Area producers can expect accurate and timely advice, including efficient delivery and application of products during all seasons. Locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. The leaders in the field, the leaders in customer service, proud to serve area farmers and proud to support area communities.
When looking for flowers for someone, or maybe it's a gift to yourself for your home or office, stop by the Floral Shop in Madison. They can help you choose the right flower arrangement. Tell someone they're amazing, pick out something sweet and simple, or just show your love to that special someone with fresh, beautiful flowers from the Floral Shop in Madison. Visit the Floral Shop in Madison online at floralshopmadison.com to see their fresh flowers for all occasions and other great gift ideas.
Let's be real. You make things. You grow things. You do things. You want things. And that's where we come in. We're First Bank and Trust, a community bank that understands the unique needs of our community and the people who make it great. First Bank and Trust is just the right size to make big things possible while making sure the small things never feel that way. First Bank and Trust. Real banking, real easy. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Today, you have more choices than ever in how you buy insurance. Don't make the 1-800 mistake when it comes to your peace of mind. Call Brian at King Insurance, your independent insurance agent for all your insurance needs. Trust Brian at King Insurance to provide the coverage you need at competitive prices and the service you need when you need it. King Insurance provides safe, sound, and secure insurance protection. The King Insurance Agency in Madison, located just west of the courthouse. Their local, trusted choice independent insurance agency. Peace of mind when you need it the most.
Welcome back to Flandreau, the MDL broadcast booth. I'm Matt Gross. Let's take a look at your starting lineups here. First for the Flandreau Flyers, starting at a guard is Addie Hammer. She's a 5'6" senior, number 4. Also Hannah Kroll, a 5'11" senior, number 14. And Reagan Shepard, the 5'10", 8th grader, number 20. The forwards are Morgan Shepard, a 6'2", sophomore, number 32. And Allie Sheppel, a 5'8" senior, number 34. We'll get the Bulldogs in a moment, but we are underway here in Flandreau between the Bulldogs and the Flyers. Flyers win the opening tip. Handoff comes to Allie Sheppel. Skips it out to the left side. Pops on a 2-point jump shot, and it's good. And it's a 2-0 lead for Flandreau early here in this opening quarter as they get on the first possession. Engels will try to answer. Shot from the right elbow. No good. Off the side of the iron and rebounded by the Flyers. Reagan Shepard comes up, crosses over, feeds it off behind her now into the hands of Hammer. Hammer drives to the block. Somehow got a pass through the paint over to Shepard. She'll put it up with the left hand and knock it down. That was Hannah Kroll, with that too. And now full court pressure by the Flyers are going to force a turnover on the Bulldogs. Flyers still with the basketball. Skip pass to the top of the key. Tipped away briefly from Morgan Shepard, but picked up by Hammer. Swung out to the left side. Here's a three-point shot off the mark. No good by the 8th grader Reagan Shepard. Offensive rebound underneath by Allie Sheppel, and she got fouled. And 2 shots coming up for the Flyers. The foul is on Flandreau, so it's Bulldog basketball. Or no, check that. Okay, it was on Flandreau, or on the Bulldogs. Flandreau ball. Yeah, we'll get it right. Flandreau with the basketball. Macros with you high above the gym here, and sometimes hard to see on this end of the court. Ball swung down into the corner. Flandreau looking to go into the post. They get it to Shepard. Shepard turnaround shot denied by Perstralo. Out of bounds off of Shepard, and Bulldog basketball. Madison starters. Ella Malone, Logan Perstralo, Grace Feige, Jaya Engels, Colin Nielsen. It's been the starting 5 most of the season for the Bulldogs. Ahead to Feige here for Madison. Feige at the top of the key, dribbles it around to the right. Handoff now to Engels. 2-3 zone applied by Flandreau. Here's Malone beyond the arc. Now Nielsen on the baseline. Collins back to Malone. She'll launch on a 3. No good. Rebound Nielsen. Nielsen put back is up and good for 2. Collins Nielsen gets the Bulldogs on the board here in the opening quarter, and it's a 4-2 Flandreau lead. 6:09 to play, quarter number 1 on the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. Reagan Shepard, the 8th grader, gave the ball up, then went down to the post. They tried to get it to her, but Perstralo picked it off. Double team comes. She passes away to Feige, and Grace will bring it up into the front court. Stops at the top of the key. Waits for help. Ball got knocked free, but Feige will pick it up. Now she's got a dribble back. Bounces it through the corner. Malone will launch at a 3 again, and this one's good. Ella Malone with the 3. And the Bulldogs weather an early storm and a couple of turnovers, and they're in front now, 5-4 here on the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. Morgan Shepard with it on the wing left side. Now into the hands of Sheppel. Sheppel back over to Morgan Shepard. Now corner on the left side. Kroll on the attack. Skips it back out. They rotated well. Top of the key. Schreppel fires in a deep shot. No good. Saved from going out of bounds by Flandreau. Hammer with it. She'll float it with the right hand. That one bounces around, won't drop. Follows her shot. Got a rebound. Bodies hit the deck. We got a jump ball, and it will be Madison basketball. That was Logan Perstralo just getting a hand in there. And a timeout quickly taken by Madison. 5:13 to go here in the first quarter. 30-second timeout by the Bulldogs. We pause as well. Back after this on KJAM.
Bulldog fans, are you ready to level up your fitness? Anytime Fitness has a brand new home at 112 North Egan Avenue with 24/7 access, upgraded equipment, coaching support, and a community that pushes you to be your best. It's a perfect place for Bulldog athletes, students, and fans to train. Whether you're chasing PRs or just starting your fitness journey, we're here to help you stay strong all season long. Stop in for a tour or message us to join the pack. Anytime Fitness, proud to support our Bulldog community.
5:13 to go here. First quarter, Madison with a 5-4 lead. It is Flandreau basketball. Off the jump, and Hannah Kroll will trigger the inbound. Goes into the corner for Morgan Shepard. Hard drive through the paint. She puts it up and in for her first 2. And a 1-point lead again for the Flyers now at 6-5. Bulldogs trying to break the pressure here. They throw it to the middle, find Engels. Now they've got an advantage going the other way. Engels feeds into the corner. 3-point shot. Nielsen off the back of the iron, no good. Nielsen fighting for the rebound, but it's going to be picked up by Callie Weiss, who just checked in to the game for the Flyers. Malone nearly took it away from Shepard as she came across the timeline. The 8th grader backpedals now and resets here for the Flyers. Pass left side. Now down into the post. This was Kroll. Got a great position on Perstralo, who was fronting her that time, and she puts it in for 2. Bulldogs pass it across Malone. Now Nielsen. Break the press easily. Collins on the attack. Puts it up no good. Had a bump. Wanted the whistle. Didn't get the call. And the rebound comes away to Flandreau. Reagan Shepard into the front court. Stops as she comes across the timeline. Feeds it off left to Addie Hammer. Now a corner three-point shot is up and good by Morgan Shepard. 5 in the game for Morgan, and here comes full court pressure again by Flandreau. Bulldogs throw it ahead for Prostralo passes it to Malone, who tried to go cross court with it, but it got intercepted. And then a bump by Prostralo on Shepard. And a foul will be the first foul of the game on either team here. It comes with 3:57 to go in the first quarter. An 11-5 Flandreau lead as they have gone on a 7-0 run. Bulldogs bring Rummel, Fox, and Schmidt into the ball game. Jordan Schmidt, Ellie Fox, and Madison Rummel in for the Madison Bulldogs. Inbounds pass thrown up top, kind of up for grabs. Run down by Nora Hamilton, who checked in as well for the Flyers here. Gives it back to Callie Weiss. Now for Hammer. One dribble to her right. Here's Morgan Shepard with it now. Shepard on the attack. Gets to the right block. Powers it up and through. Morgan Shepard's got 7 and a 13-7 Flandreau lead. Grace trying to drive her way up the far sideline and draw a foul, and she does. First foul of the game on Flandreau. Substitution for the Flyers as Rona Streets checks into the ball game. Another young player, a freshman off the bench here for the Flyers. Right side, Engels now. Bulldogs navigate the 2-3 zone. Rummel, who had the hot hand of Vermillion, has it on the wing, gives it up to Fiji, working around to Engels. Now inside, it's Dibdahl. Dibdahl Topkin that time. Had it tied up, but it's going to stay here with the Bulldogs. So Bulldog basketball. Fox gets it into Fiji. There's 19 to shoot. Rummel on the left side. Takes a dribble to her left. Nothing there. Goes back to Grace. Right back to Maddie now. On the attack to the baseline. Stops. Ball comes free. Fox picks it up. Comes over to Fiji, who launches in a three-point shot. No good. Tie up on the rebound, and this should be Flandreau basketball. 13-5. Flandreau lead. 3:04 to play here in the first quarter. Pressure by the Bulldogs as Callie Weiss bringing it up. Rummel trying to stay in front of her, but she got by. Then feeds it down low on the baseline for Streets. Streets dribbled it off her foot and out of bounds. And it will be Bulldog basketball. Another sub coming back in. That's Reagan Shepard returning here for the Flyers, who in the early going looked like they might sub as much as Madison does. Fiji bringing it up here for the Bulldogs. Throws it ahead, left side. Now down into the corner. Three-point shot by Rummel is off the mark, no good. Rebound by Topkin, no. Then a putback comes to Fox. Fox tried to go up with it and hit the top of the backboard and off the shot clock, so out of bounds on the Bulldogs. Inbound by the Flyers, Reagan Shepard now. Shepard comes across the timeline. Kennedy Bryant in for Madison on the attack defensively. Left side for Weiss, now down into the corner. A little confusion by Flandreau. Streets picks it up and then passes it back out to Reagan Shepard. Here's Weiss again, trying to get around Rummel. Attacks from the left side, puts it up off the glass. It won't go down, but we got a foul. And 2 shots coming up for the 8th grader for the Flyers. 2:16 to go here, quarter number 1, a 13-5 Flandreau lead. They got the first 4 points of the game. Madison came back with 5 as a free throw drops down. And now it's been a 10-0 run by the Flyers. Nielsen back in for the Bulldogs. Next free throw up, short front of the iron, and the rebound is loose. We're going to get another jump ball. And this one, I believe, going to the Bulldogs. Yes, with 2:13 to play in the first. Bounce pass ahead to Dibdahl. Or Bryant, pardon me. I've called her Dibdahl twice. Pass through the paint by the Bulldogs, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover on Madison, goes back to the Flyers here. Flandreau. Weiss pushing the tempo ahead. And shot up by Reagan Shepard is in for 2. And then another turnover by Madison. Here comes Shepard again. The 8th grader with a floater in the lane. No good. Big sister Morgan got the rebound. She turns it around with the right hand. No. 5G rebounds for the Bulldogs. Grace bringing it up into the front court. Bounce pass through the paint. Here's Pastrano operating from the free throw line. Tries to get it down low to Nielsen. It does. Nielsen shot just rims out. No good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Shepard and Flandreau. 5G will check out as Engels comes back in for the Bulldogs here. Minute 31 to go in the first quarter. An 11-point Flandreau lead. 16-5 on the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. Engels inbounding from the baseline. Looks outside, finds Rummel. Rummel dribbling into the corner. Gets it away. Here's Pastrano launching on a 3. Shot no good. Rummel flies in, trying to tap the rebound out of the hands of Scheppel, but the Flyers controlled. Flandreau goes inside. And the ball back out. Here's a 3-point shot up. No good by Honora Hamilton. Rebound Pastrano and a foul on Flandreau. Foul's going to go on Allie Scheppel. That's her first personal. Team second. 1:09 remaining here in the opening quarter. Madison basketball. Bulldogs have struggled against the press. They get it ahead to Bryant. Bryant feeds off for Engels. She'll stop for a 10-footer off the heel of the iron. No good. Follows her shot, as does Nielsen. Nielsen got the rebound. Down into the corner it goes. Now outside for Engels. And Engels will reset the offense here for the Bulldogs. Here's Bryant with it on the wing. Back over to Engels. Engels wanted to step into a 3 but got cut off. Rummel on the attack now. Comes to the block. Tied up and the ball taken away by Scheppel. And it'll be Flandreau basketball. So I think we're going to get a foul on Madison there. Or was it a jump? Nope, foul. Foul on Logan Pastrano. And a 16-5 lead here for the Flyers. Bulldogs, just a little token pressure on Reagan Shepard as Bryant hounds her into the front court. Leaves it away for Shepard. Right back down low to the 8th grader Reagan, but she can't hit the layup. And then a rebound by Madison and a foul. Reach-in foul on Hannah Kroll. And that'll be the 3rd foul on Flandreau here in the opening quarter, which has just 28 seconds remaining. So Madison just trying to get one last bucket before the end of the first here. Trailing by 11, 16-5 on the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. Engels just maintaining the pivot foot, looking for some help. Gets it away to Nielsen. Nielsen attacks inside. Nielsen now leaves it off for Bryant. Bryant for a 15-foot jumper, no good. Rummel tapped the rebound away from Allie Scheppel, but out of bounds, and it will be Flandreau basketball with 12 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Morgan Shepard was going to inbound. Now she will do it again. And it comes into Reagan. Reagan now with 10 seconds. And ball knocked out of her hands by Bryant. So it takes a... Now Shepard again. Bryant on her. She comes across the timeline. Driving towards the right block. Rummel picks her pocket. And the first quarter will come to an end. An 11-point lead for Flandreau after one. It's 16-5. Flyers on top of the Bulldogs. We'll be back with the second quarter after these words from our Bulldog sponsors on KJAM.
At Madison Regional Health System, your unique needs and a positive healthcare experience matter. We are proud supporters of area sports and are here to meet the healthcare needs of our athletes and their loved ones. From routine healthcare to unfortunate sports-related injuries, our compassionate healthcare professionals are committed to providing quality healthcare close to home. We are honored to be your healthcare team and happy to help keep you in the game.
MDL Madison has all your beverage needs. Pull up to the drive-thru window, we are always greeted with a smile. MDL has a large selection of fountain, bottle, and canned beverages, plus snacks, convenience store items, and gas pumps to top off your tank. MDL in Madison is open every morning at 5. Make sure to like MDL on Facebook to see more cheap prices every day, because discount is their middle name. MDL is where customers always go.
You love MDL. You love MDL. You love MDL.
back in Flandreau at the MDL broadcast booth. It's a 16-5 Flandreau lead on top of the Bulldogs after 1 quarter of play. Madison comes into the second quarter. Kennedy Bryant on the floor along with Aubrey Tompkin, Jaya Engels, Maddie Rummel, and Collins Nielsen. Ball into the hands of Reagan Shepard, the 8th grade point guard here for Flandreau. Gets it ahead to Hammer. Hammer works it down into the corner. Bulldogs go into a zone. Morgan Shepard steps through and a shot inside. Good defense by Tompkin without fouling. Rebound by Nielsen for the Bulldogs. Nielsen has the ball knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. Stays here with Madison. Engels at the top of the key for the Bulldogs. She works it inside Tompkin. Tompkin going right at Shepard. Ball got blocked and picked up by Addie Hammer for the Flyers. Now ahead to Morgan Shepard. Pushes it ahead, left wing for Kroll. Kroll back out, Shepard. Here's the drive, floater with the right hand, up and good for Reagan Shepard. 2 more for the 8th grader. Full court pressure again by Flandreau. They'll force the turnover. Ball picked up by Kroll. She'll go up with the left hand. Won't go down. Rebound. Loose. Still loose. And Rummel finally rips it away from Hammer. Rummel driving to the block. Goes up with the right hand and got fouled. And 2 shots coming up for Maddie Rummel. Trying to break a 14-0 Flandreau run. Madison had a 5-4 lead. It's now 18-5. Rummel free throw up and good. First points of the ball game for Maddie Rummel, who had a career-high 17 her last time on the floor. Ella Malone comes in, replacing Bryant now for Madison. 1 more Rummel free throw on the way, and she knocks them both down. And looks like she will check out as well as Fiji returns here for the Bulldogs. 11-point lead again for Flandreau, 18-7. 7:12 remaining here, second quarter. Pass left side, now down into the block. Looking to work at it was Kroll. She kicks it back out. Here's a 3-point shot by Morgan Shepard. No. Nielsen rebounds. Quickly outlets Malone. Now Fiji as the Bulldogs come across the timeline. Swing it over to the left side. Engels trying to create space but couldn't shake the defender. Hammer got it to Nielsen. And Nielsen got tied up. And a jump ball will give the possession, or keep the possession here with the Bulldogs. Madison brings Jordan Schmidt into the ball game now. 25 seconds on the shot clock here for Madison. As Engels gives it back, Fiji working around right side Malone. Trying to make this zone work. Engels drives, gets cut off, retreats, and gives it back to Fiji now. Fiji with 8 seconds to shoot. Fiji passes over to Engels, inside to Schmidt. Schmidt puts it up with the right hand, gets the roll. Jordan Schmidt with 2. Good run through of the offense that time by Madison. They were patient, got a good shot inside finally, and the lead is down to 9. Oh, but getting lost inside is Reagan Shepard. She got fouled, and Reagan Shepard will step to the free throw line and shoot a pair here for Flandreau. Foul is on Nielsen, her first personal, team's first in the second half. Shepard's free throw is up and good. 5 now in the ball game for Reagan Shepard as Rona Streets checks back in here for the Flyers. And Fox returns now for Nielsen. So 1 more free throw here. Reagan Shepard at the 10-point lead and make it 11 as she knocks them both down. Flyers make another substitution as Tenley LeBrun has checked in for the first time tonight. LeBrun, a 5'7" 8th grader. So 3 different 8th graders have seen the floor for Flandreau. Pass ahead by Madison is tipped and taken away by Flandreau. Another turnover by this press. Drive inside. Shot no good by Weiss. Picked up by Madison's Engels, and then Weiss got tied her up. Jump ball, and it'll be Flandreau basketball. 6:01 to play, second quarter, 20-9. Flandreau on top. Inbounds Comes into a three-point shot by Tenley LeBrun. No good. Offensive rebound initially by Shepard, but it's taken away by Fox. Fox then tried to go all the way, but had it poked from her hand, and it goes out of bounds off of Flandreau. Stays here with the Bulldogs. Fox will inbound it. Gets it into 5G, into the corner now. Engels on the right side. Back over to Grace. Inside comes to Schmidt. Schmidt had that shot blocked. It goes out of bounds. It was last touched by Flandreau. Bulldogs wanted a foul. Schmidt shaking her head. Thought she got fouled by either Shepard or Streets that time. 5G to trigger the inbound, directing traffic. Needs to get it into somebody. Throws it towards Fox, but it's taken away by the Flyers. Fox trying to trap a defender in the corner. They do take it away. Fox will launch on a three. No good. And rebound by Hammer for Flandreau. Flyers up by 11 as they come into the front court. To the corner. Here's a baseline drive. Floater is up. And good. First points of the game for LeBrun. 22-9. And the Bulldogs. Long pass ahead goes out of bounds towards the Flandreau cheerleaders. And another Bulldog turnover, and that will bring us to a timeout. With 5:19 to go here in the second quarter, it's now Flandreau 22 and the Madison Bulldogs 9. We're back after this break on KJAM.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local, independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Call Kundert Williams in Madison today at 256-6608.
Heartland Energy is a future-focused name. It encompasses everything that we do and the core purpose of who Heartland is.
Anybody can sell you electricity. It's the way our people help our communities grow and therefore have a purpose to that energy.
We're constantly looking for different ways to serve our customers the best that we possibly can.
We're community owned and we exist to serve our communities.
5:19 remaining second quarter. Here in Flandreau, 22-9, the Flyers on top of the Madison Bulldogs on the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. Little low-scoring start to things. Flandreau scored the first 4. Madison came back with 5 to take the lead, and then Flandreau went on a 14-0 run after that. The Bulldogs have been trying to keep it near the double-digit contest since then. Flandreau with the basketball, coming out of the timeout. They go to the high post into the hands of Streets. Back out for Shepard now. Morgan Shepard leaves it off to younger sister Reagan. Reagan floats it up with the left hand, no. And Schmidt rebounds for the Bulldogs. Gets it ahead to Engels. Madison wants to push. Into the front court it goes. Leaves it off for Malone. Malone kicks it outside for 5G. She will launch on a three. Too strong. Fox has the rebound. Then she passes out, but it's tipped and intercepted by Flandreau. Flyers with tempo coming the other way, down into the corner. Pass to the middle, too high. 5G picks up the loose ball for Madison, going the other way. 5G puts on the speed, goes all the way to the basket, got fouled. And 2 shots coming up for Grace 5G. With 4:35 remaining here in the second quarter. 5G looking for her first points tonight. Free throw is up and good. 5G on the board. Ella Malone leads Madison with 3. Maddie Rummel, Collins Nielsen, and Jordan Schmidt each have 2. And now 5G will try to join him. She does. Knocks down the second free throw. Bulldogs are 4-4 from the line. And it's an 11-point lead again for Flandreau, 22-11 here in the second quarter. Ball into the corner on the right side. Hounded down there is Hamilton by Nielsen. Now beyond the arc for LeBrun. LeBrun gets to the corner. Nielsen all over her now. LeBrun looking for someone. Feeds to the corner. Here's a three-point shot up and good by Addie Kroll. Or pardon me, that was Shepard again. Morgan Shepard with another 3. Almost a broken floor situation. It looked like Madison was playing such great defense. Into the corner, Malone now on the right side. Tried to go to the middle. Got it to Jordan Schmidt. Schmidt puts it up with the right hand. and connects. The freshman has 4. That's 25-13. Flandreau in the corner in the hands of LeBrun. LeBrun's pass is taken away by Fige. Grace coming the other way. Bounce pass ahead. Engels with the left hand. Up and good. First 2 for Jaya. Madison's got it down to 10 again. 25-15. Inside Morgan now. Morgan faces up from the elbow on the right side. Gets to the free throw line. Almost got tied up. Passes out of it. Bulldog bench getting loud, trying to get him into it here. Left wing for Hamilton. Now down to the corner. Here's a drive by Schreppel. And a foul on the Bulldogs. 20 seconds of good defense there, but just a foul on that little drive by Schreppel. She got a shot up as well, and so she will go to the line and shoot 2. First free throw up and good. 3 in the ball game for Allie Schreppel. One more here. Foul, by the way, was on Jordan Schmidt. That was her first. And second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Nielsen for Madison. Outlets to Fige here, and Bulldogs bring it quickly into the front court. Malone in the corner. Goes inside for Schmidt. Steps back, fades it away from 14, and knocks it down. Jordan Schmidt has 6 all in this second quarter. And it's 26-7 now. 26-17, pardon me. Flandreau lead down to 9. Into the corner. Ball nearly taken away. Nielsen playing good defense down low. Now they go to the block. Shepard. She kicks it out far side for Hamilton. Hamilton inside. No on the shot by Schreppel, but a foul. And 2 more shots coming up for the Flyers here at the line. Bulldog fans were upset by the call. Thought they had to stop cleanly that time, but the foul called again on Schmidt, who picks up her second. Not sure if you're Madison, can you afford to bring her out? The offense is working through her in the post. Well, they're going to take her out. Topkin comes back in as Schmidt checks out, the 5'7" freshman. 6 points here in the quarter to get Madison back under 10 points, and now it is back to exactly a 10-point game as Schreppel knocks down her second free throw. Inbounds ahead. Malone attacks with the right hand, now kicks it out for Engels. Engels will float it up just inside the arc and hit. Jaya Engels with 2. We've only had like one good Jaya Engels scoring game this year where she goes off for 15, 17 points. Bulldogs could use one here tonight. Into the corner, the ball goes. Swinging around the arc here. Madison in the zone. Outside for Hamilton. Engels on her. Into the corner again. Feed in the middle. Nearly intercepted by Topkin. They got it to Shepard, and Reagan puts it off the window. Oh, Aubrey was just a split second late. Ahead it goes to Malone. She'll launch a transition 3. No good. Topkin kicks the rebound out, but it's picked up by Hamilton for Flandreau. They lead it by 10 again, 29-19. Into the corner. Now down into the block, and we're going to get a Topkin foul that time. She was trying to body Morgan Shepard off the block and picks up the foul. That is the 4th foul on the Bulldogs. Last one they had to give. First on Aubrey Topkin tonight. Inbound will come from Kroll, and we got a whistle. Timeout taken by Flandreau just before they got an inbound and a layup. So timeout Flyers, 1:42 remaining here in the second quarter. They lead it by 10, 29-19. Back after a quick break on KJAM.
Hi, I'm Laura from Kinsley Funeral Home. My brother Andy and I are always here to help you make final decisions and arrangements for your loved ones no matter where you live. We have facilities in Salem, Hartford, Madison, and can provide services in Sioux Falls at Heritage Funeral Home. At Kinsley Funeral Home, we are always here to help guide you and explain the process so you and your family can make confident and informed decisions. Call Kinsley Funeral Home and let us help you with your funeral arrangements or explain the benefits of pre-planning. Kinsley Funeral Home, offering caring, compassionate services to Madison and the surrounding area.
1:42 to go here before halftime in your Prostrolo's halftime show. It's 29-19. Flandreau on top of the Bulldogs here. Flyers, Hannah Kroll to trigger the inbound. Looks to go inside Bulldogs have that covered up. She feeds it out instead, then goes into the corner, grabs the basketball. Wanted to drive baseline, got cut off by Tompkin. Feeds it back out beyond the arc to Schreppel. Schreppel gave it up, gets it back between the circles. Right side it goes for Hamilton. Now down into the corner, a baseline attack by Shepard, no. Kroll got an offensive rebound, and the Bulldogs are going to take it away. Good tip out by Malone. Tompkin throws it ahead. Feige trying to run it down. She does, but couldn't get a shot up. She was underneath the basket. It goes off the bottom of the backboard and is picked up by Flandreau. Shepard, Reagan Shepard inside. Shot no good. Rebounded by Malone. Gets it ahead quickly to Grace here. Bulldogs are playing with a lot of speed. Inside looking for Tompkin, but Nielsen had the pass taken away by Morgan Shepard, who will lay it up and in for two. 31-19, Flandreau. Feige into the front court. Left side, Engels. Bulldogs want to go to the middle against this zone. They're playing it really high. The baseline is wide open. Oh, and then Nielsen thought Engels was going to break to the corner. Engels went to the basket instead, and the pass to her goes out of bounds. Turnover on the Bulldogs with 36.8 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 31-19, Flandreau on top. Flyers have the ball. Schreppel gives it away to Weiss. Weiss on the drive. Now the ball's poked free. Picked up by Feige for the Bulldogs. Feige looking to go all the way. Puts up the shot. Rejected by Morgan Shepard. And a rebound taken away by Flandreau. Coming the other way is Weiss. She'll stop with Malone on her. Now gets rid of it. Out beyond the arc for Shepard. Right side. Here's Hamilton. 6 to shoot. Over to LeBrun. She'll launch on a three and knock it down. Tenley LeBrun with a three just before halftime and extends the Flandreau lead to 34-19. Your Pastrano's All-American Auto Mall halftime show is coming up next. This is Bulldog basketball on KJAM.
You have high expectations for your next car buy. You have high expectations for your next car buying experience. Expect more and get more from Pastrano Auto Mall in Madison. With vehicles from GM, Ford, and Chrysler in one convenient location, we are sure to have what you're looking for. Don't see the perfect vehicle? Let us custom order it just for you. We'll guide you efficiently through the car buying process with no surprise fees. Isn't it time you expect more and get more? Pastrano Auto Mall in Madison, South Dakota strong since 1957.
Christensen Complete Water is locally owned with over 60 years of experience in the water conditioning business. They provide excellent service and offer free estimates on installs and repairs. They also do free water analysis and provide recommendations for products that will specifically fit your residential or commercial needs. At Christensen Complete Water, they know your water and have the knowledge and expertise to service and repair almost any brand of water softener or drinking water system. Stop in or call today. Christensen Complete Water in Madison.
Today's housing market can move quickly, and that's why First Premier Bank has developed a streamlined mortgage process to move your financing through the system as efficiently as possible. From our convenient online application to the day you close, our mortgage bankers are committed to providing personal and responsive service. We want to make your home happen by making the mortgage process as easy as possible. Apply online at firstpremier.com/home. First Premier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have a lot of questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Tyler Weedy. Let's work together to help make sure your finances meet your unique needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Call us at 605-256-3550 to schedule an appointment.
The Madison Bulldogs are known for being dedicated, hardworking, and always striving to do their very best to be a winning team. Just like the dedicated, hardworking team at F&M Co-op in Madison. Whether you're in need of tires, bulk fuel, propane, oil, or exhaust fluid, F&M Co-op is the local choice for your farming operation. F&M Co-op of Madison, striving to be part of your winning team and a proud supporter of the Madison Bulldogs.
Welcome back to Flandreau. It is the Pastrana's All-American Auto Mall halftime show. Now, they might not be able to help these guys with their outfits tonight, but Pastrana's can help you get a better ride. Contact Nick and the crew today at Pastrana's All-American Auto Mall in Madison. Here at halftime, the Flandreau Flyers with a 34-19 lead on top of the Madison Bulldogs. Flandreau's Morgan Shepard with 12 points in the first half to lead the way for Flandreau. Tenley LeBrun, 5 points off the bench. Reagan Shepard had 8. Hannah Kroll had 4. Allie Schreppel with 2, and Addie Hammer with 2 for the Flyers in the first half. Madison led by Jordan Schmidt. 5G and Collins Nielsen for the Madison Bulldogs. Madison at one point led 5-4 in that opening quarter. That's when the Flyers went on a 14-0 run. Looked like they might run away with it, but the Bulldogs really kind of picked up their intensity on the offensive and defensive sides after a timeout early in the second quarter. And basically you could tell just as soon as they came out of that timeout, the first time they got a rebound, you could hear Coach Branco just yelling, run, run, run. And they've kind of got out running offensively, and it's keyed into a little bit of what they're doing on the defensive side. Now, in the last few weeks, we've seen the opposite. We've seen the intensity on defense kind of fuel some better play on the offensive side. This was trying to get down the floor as quickly as possible, make Flandreau work really fast in that zone. And just that has kind of gotten everybody more engaged on the defensive side of the ball as well. Madison was able to stem the tide. They had it down to a 9-point game, but then Flandreau goes on a run right before halftime, and they take a 34-19 lead here at the half. Game going on in Madison tonight. Dakota State University men, they are leading the number 15th ranked team in the country, Montana Tech. DSU up 47-43. There's a lot of time left. 12 minutes remaining in the second half. But a good early look for the Dakota State University men as they lead a ranked team at home, hoping to pick up a win in their first home game in a month. Dakota State University women already did that as they beat another ranked Montana Tech team on the women's side handily tonight. Both teams are back at home tomorrow at 5 p.m. at the DSU Fieldhouse, taking on Montana Western. So for the Madison Bulldogs, they've got some work cut out for them here in the second half. Madison had some turnover issues, but I think, some of that was due to the pace they were playing with. But, they were also turning it over when they were really a lot more patient in their half-court offense. And I guess if you're going to have some turnovers, you might as well pick up the tempo, try to get a few more possessions out of it, and maybe break down the defense once in a while, being able to use your speed and get some dribble penetration. The biggest thing for Madison when they were into just kind of a zone buster offense was being able to get it to the middle to Jordan Schmidt. She has a quick shot. She can fade away a little bit on those jump shots inside of 15 feet. Really effective if she can get to the middle against a 2-3 zone. She picked up 2 quick fouls after she scored her 6th point and sat the last 2.5 minutes of that second quarter, but sure wouldn't be surprised to see her enter the game early here in the third for Madison, who trail at 34-19. We're going to take another timeout. More of your Pastrana All-American Auto Mall halftime show coming up next on KJAM.
Improve your oral health by visiting Madison Family Dental. At Madison Family Dental, they help improve smiles of their patients by offering many dental services, including general and kids dentistry, restorative dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, smile makeovers, and implant dentistry. Whether it's for a checkup, teeth cleaning, crowns, fillings, root canal, wisdom teeth extraction, dentures, implants, or teeth whitening, Madison Family Dental can help. Schedule an appointment today by calling 256-2670 or visit MadisonFamDental.com.
Los Tapatios Authentic Mexican Food has 2 convenient locations in Madison and Volca. The Madison location has moved to their new expanded building right next door to the original restaurant. Los Tapatios, where families and communities come together to experience great food and great service.
Before you hit the highway, swing by Automedics Car Care in Madison. AC not keeping up? Tires looking tired? We'll get your car road trip ready with expert inspections, oil changes, brake checks, and industry-leading nationwide warranty on most repairs. Because nothing ruins a summer drive like a breakdown. You can trust nearly 40 years of combined experience at Automedics Car Care on Southwest 4th Street in Madison. Visit automedicscarcare.com.
Pest making a play on your property? Time to call in the pros, the Yankee brothers at A&B Pest Control. Whether it's spiders blitzing your kitchen, ants and mosquitoes invading your turf, or rodents trying to run the offense, A&B Pest Control shuts them down. Locally owned, operated, and undefeated against bugs and critters, serving homes, businesses, and farms, interior, exterior, you name it. Call A&B Pest Control today at 605-480-1792 and kick pests out of your field for good. A&B Pest Control, run by the Yankee brothers, local and reliable.
Trust your farming operation with the locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. With their state-of-the-art facility, Farmers Ag Center offers trusted advice when it comes to fertilizer, seed, and crop protection products. Area producers can expect accurate and timely advice, including efficient delivery and application of products during all seasons. Locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. The leaders in the field, the leaders in customer service, proud to serve area farmers and proud to support area communities. Back here in Flandreau, just about ready to start the third quarter of our ball game with a 34-19 lead for the Flandreau Flyers here at halftime. Madison girls, after tonight's game, back in action early again next week. Madison will be back at home on Tuesday, January the 20th. As they will be taking on the Baltic in Madison. 7:30 p.m. Sorry, Beersford, pardon me, not Baltic. Beersford, Tuesday, 7:30 at Madison High School. Then we've got Madison boys against Del Rapids on Thursday next week, and then a doubleheader against Sioux Falls Christian on Friday. 34-19, Flandreau leads. It's Madison basketball to open up quarter number 3. Bulldogs starting 5 back on the floor. Engels, Prostralo, Malone, Nielsen, and Fige for the Bulldogs. Fige out near the top of the key, right side for Engels. Engels tried a skip pass, but it was tipped by Reagan Shepard and taken away by Flandreau. Flyers. Reagan Shepard with Engels in front of her. Over to the left, back over. And now inside for Kroll. Kroll tries a step-through reverse layup, no good. Nielsen just couldn't secure the rebound, and it tips back out. Kroll has it. Now Morgan Shepard, right side, into the hands of Reagan. Out for a three-point shot, no good. Prostralo trying to secure the rebound, saved from going out by Flandreau and picked up by the Bulldogs. Pass ahead for Malone. Malone goes inside Nielsen. Nielsen got fouled. And she will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. First free throw attempts for Nielsen tonight. 2 points in that first half for the Madison freshman. Free throw is up, and the Bulldogs remain perfect from the line. 5 of 5 now as a team. One more on the way. That one hits off the back of the iron, no good, and rebounded by Flandreau. 14-point Flyer lead, 34-20 here, early third quarter. On the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard, Addie Hammer flicks it into the corner on the left side for Morgan Shepard. Morgan outside into the hands of Schrempel. Schrempel works it over to Hammer. Hammer on the drive, and she got cut off by Prostralo, and Malone stopped and just couldn't get her feet to stop shuffling. Turns it over with the travel. Back to the Bulldogs here. Flanders called the press off. Engels and Fige bring it into the front court. Left side for Malone now. Back over to Grace. Bounce pass to the elbow. Nielsen gets into the middle. Nielsen off the window. Just spins out. No good. Boy, that looked good out of her hand. Looked good off glass, but just wouldn't drop. Rebound Flandreau. Right side for Schrempel. Malone matching up on her. Now outside Morgan. Morgan Shepard on the drive, and we got a blocking foul on Madison and 2 shots coming up for Morgan Shepard. Shepard, 12 points in the first half and starts the second half out with a free throw here. 15-point lead for Flandreau. Pastrano comes out. She just picked up her third and is replaced by Jordan Schmidt. Second free throw on the way, and it's good. Shepard knocks them both down. She's got 14 tonight. And it's 36-20, Flandreau. Bulldogs look to go inside for Schmidt, but the ball got tipped, never really got to her cleanly. We got a jump, and that will go the other way to the Flyers. Callie Weiss into the ball game now for Flandreau. As the 8th grader Reagan Shepard will walk this one up, initiate the offense here for the Flyers. Left side for Hammer. Now down into the corner. Shepard on the drive. This is Morgan. Feeds it to the middle for Kroll. Kroll goes up with the left hand. No. Ooh, late whistle. And a foul. And that's going to send Hannah Kroll to the line to shoot two. First free throw by the lefty. Kroll is up and no good. Kroll 4 points in the ball game. One more free throw on the way. That one drops through. 5 in the game for Hannah Kroll. 17-point lead now, Flandreau, 37-20. Middle for Schmidt. Schmidt goes up right hand, gets it to go down. Boy, Jordan can get that shot up so fast. Doing it that time off the dribble. 37-22, Flandreau. Right wing. Flyers looking to go middle. Ball tipped into the hands of Hammer. Now for Morgan Shepard. Fakes left, turns middle with her right hand and drops it through. 2 more for the sophomore Morgan. Ball into the corner for the Bulldogs. Schmidt trying to post up as Engels on the drive, and a reach-in foul called on the Flyers. First foul on Flandreau here in the second half. As that one's going to go on Addie Hammer, her second personal. So 5G will trigger the inbound here for the Bulldogs. 5G waiting, looking middle. Schmidt comes free, grabs it off the bounce pass, drops it in. 2 more for Jordan Schmidt. She's in double figures with 10 off the bench. And the lead is down to 12 now, 36-24. Morgan Shepard goes into the post for Kroll, battling her way on Schmidt. Puts it up, no. Got her own rebound. Put that one up. It won't drop. Rebound back tapped out by Malone into the hands of Rummel. Rummel on the attack. Goes to the baseline. Bounces back out Malone. She'll take a 3 short and rebounded by the Flyers. Then 5G just came in and kind of tried to knock over Callie Weiss there. It'll be Flandreau basketball. 5G picks up her first personal. That's the third, though, on the Bulldogs here in the third quarter. It still has 5 minutes remaining. So Bulldogs need to be careful now for a little bit. No needless fouls. Left side into the corner. Morgan Shepard's posting up. They're looking for her down low. She gets into the block quickly, feeds back to the corner. Kroll in the attack. Now to Morgan. Back inside for a little push shot from 10 feet. No. Schmidt rebounds for the Bulldogs. Brings it up herself. Wings ahead to Rummel. Rummel will launch a 3. No good. Rebound Schmidt. Schmidt puts it back up. She can't get it to fall. Rebound by Flandreau. Now Weiss is trapped, and we're going to get a timeout taken by the Flyers. 4:30 remaining here in the third quarter. It is Flandreau 39, Madison Bulldogs 24. We'll take a timeout. Back after these words from our Bulldog sponsors on KJAM.
Let's be real. You make things. You grow things. You do things. You want things. And that's where we come in. We're First Bank and Trust, a community bank that understands the unique needs of our community and the people who make it great. First Bank and Trust is just the right size to make big things possible, while making sure the small things never feel that way. First Bank and Trust. Real banking, real easy. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Well, Bulldogs made a little run. Flandreau came back with another bucket. That's kind of been the story of the game. Every time it looks like Madison's going to get this back to single digits, maybe get it to 9, get it down to 7. That's when Flandreau goes on a little 5-0 run. And it's just happened about 3 times in this game. Flyers have the basketball in a 39-24 lead as we welcome you back to Flandreau in the MDL broadcast booth. I'm Mac Rose inside Flandreau for Morgan Shepard. Spins to her left, turns back to the right, and connects. 2 more for Morgan Shepard. And it's 41-24 now. 5G. Bounce pass for Schmidt. Schmidt back over to Grace. Grace in the corner. Here's Nielsen trying to attack. Cut off there. Double team comes. They knock the ball free. And it's picking up by Flandreau. Flyers ahead. Here's Reagan Shepard now down to the corner. Morgan posting up again. They're going right at Schmidt with Morgan Shepard. She's going to go to the right hand, and she puts it in. You know she's going that way. You got to try to force her to the left. 5G at the top of the key. Thought about a jump step into a three-point shot, then nearly threw it away. Oh, ball kicked out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Bulldogs. Schmidt coming out as Topkin and Kennedy Bryant in for Madison. .3:39 to play here, third quarter. Bulldog basketball. 5G between the circles. Left side for Rummel. She'll take the three. Knock it down. First one from beyond the arc for Maddie Rummel. And it's 43-27 Flandreau. Oh, Rummel went for the steal, but got called for the reach-in foul. That's the fourth on the Bulldogs here in the third period. Flandreau over to Streets, now back left side for Kroll. Feeds to the middle for Shepard, kicks it outside. Here's a three-point shot up, no good by LeBrun. Long rebound, Streets picks it up. Now LeBrun back to Weiss between the circles. Inside for Morgan Shepard, going at the rack. Shot no good. Topkin tips the rebound. Rummel has her hands on it. We're going to get a foul, I believe, on Flandreau. Yes, foul's going to be on LeBrun. That'll be her first personal foul, team's third. And with 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter, Bulldogs have the basketball, 43-27. Flandreau has the lead. Madison inside Tompkin, tries to step through a double team, puts it up, just rolls onto the rim, no good. Rebounded by Kroll for Flandreau. Pass ahead, tipped out of bounds by Madison. It'll stay here with the Flyers. Inbounds now outside. LeBrun down to Shepard in the post. Shepard leaves it inside for Weiss. Had it cleanly, but then lost it out of bounds. And Bulldogs will catch a break, get a turnover there on the Flyers. 2:39 to play here, third quarter. 5G swings it around left side for Rummel. Rummel facing down the zone. Gives it up, gets it back. Back over to Grace again. They work it around to Bryant. Bryant tried to go inside, or that was 5G looking to go inside to Topkin. Tipped around. Bryant got the loose ball. Topkin goes up inside, but this ball is rejected by Shepard. She's got the rebound running the other way. Shepard had it poked away, I believe, by Malone that time. And it will stay here with Flandreau. 2:10 to play here in the third. Kroll looking to inbound it. Nobody open. Now she finds Shepard. Shepard traveled. She spun once, spun a second time. And turnover on Flandreau. Coming up on the 2-minute mark here in the third. 43-27 Flyers on top. 5G. Oh, nobody home. She passed it left. I think it was intended for Malone, but it was off the mark. Malone thought it was going to Rummel, and it goes out of bounds. Bulldogs give it right back to the Flyers. 5G out as Engels checks back in here for Madison. Ball into the hands of Hammer. Bounces it right into a jump shot by Reagan Shepard. And the eighth grader has two more. 45-27. Flyers trying to make it to a 20-point lead. Right side into the hands of Bryant. Left side it's Rummel. Engels now wanted to go middle to Topkin. Pass was there if she had just waited an extra second. Over to the left now for Malone, or Rummel rather. She'll fire on a three, no good. Topkin a rebound, no. Put back, no, but a foul. And Aubrey will step to the free throw line to shoot two. Aubrey Tompkin looking for her first points of the ball game. Free throw is up and good. 45-28 now. Flandreau. One more Tompkin free throw on the way, and she knocks them both through. 45-29. Flyers on top. Flandreau with the basketball. Into the hands of Reagan Shepard. Morgan now left corner. Kroll on the attack. Back over to Morgan again. Shepard gives it away for Reagan Shepard. A floater in the paint, no good. Goes out of bounds, and Madison ball. Dakota State University men battling late in their game against Montana Tech. DSU had a lead. Now Montana Tech's up by 2 with 3 minutes to go. Here in the third, we have 1 minute to go. Flandreau's up 45-29 on the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. Bulldogs trying to survive a turnover here. We're going to get a loose ball foul on Flandreau. And that was the fourth foul on the Flyers with 54 seconds to go here in the third. Nope, check that. That was the fifth. So this will be 2 shots for Aubrey Tompkin. First free throw on the way, and short off the front of the iron, no good after she went 2 for 2 on her last trip. Looking to get the Bulldogs to the 30-point mark here in the ball game. Free throw is up and good. Tompkin 3 of 4 from the line, and it's 45-30 Flandreau. Pass ahead into the corner, now down low for Morgan Shepard. Turnaround jump shot, no good. Ball tipped out and into the hands of Reagan Shepard. Right side, 3-point shot by LeBrun is no good, but it hung on the rim forever. Then came free, went out of bounds off of Madison. Stayed on the rim so long that everybody who had position lost their box out. Inbound's going to come from Kroll here, fresh 35 for the Flyers. Kroll gets it into Morgan Shepard. Now releasing for Reagan. Reagan with the right hand, a little push shot inside is good. 2 more for Reagan Shepard, and the sisters are just dominating this third quarter. 17-point Flyer lead. Inside for Tompkin. Tompkin wants to go to the right hand and rejected by Shepard. Shepard weaving through traffic. It's a 1-on-4. She tried to pass it off in the last second. Ball gets kicked and out of bounds off of Flandreau. Boy, Morgan Shepard was attacking a 1-on-4 like she was playing for the Orlando Magic last night. But that one goes out of bounds. Back to the Bulldogs with 13 seconds to go. Engels brings it up. Engels over to Malone, 6 seconds. Back to Engels, top of the key. Bounce pass inside. It's Schmidt. Schmidt going to fade away from 10. Kroll knocks it away and out of bounds with 0.7 seconds to go. Need to be a quick shot here as Engels inbounds. Engels finds Rummel. Rummel made a move, didn't have time for that. Just needed to put it up right away with 0.7. And the third quarter comes to an end. 47-30, Flandreau with the lead as we go to the fourth quarter. Back after this on KJAM.
Today, you have more choices than ever in how you buy insurance. Don't make the 1-800 mistake when it comes to your peace of mind. Call Brian at King Insurance, your independent insurance agent for all your insurance needs. Trust Brian at King Insurance to provide the coverage you need at competitive prices and the service you need when you need it. King Insurance provides safe, sound, and secure insurance protection. The King Insurance Agency in Madison, located just west of the courthouse. Their local, trusted choice independent insurance agency. Peace of mind when you need it the most.
Bulldog fans, are you ready to level up your fitness? Anytime Fitness has a brand new home at 112 North Egan Avenue with 24/7 access, upgraded equipment, coaching support, and a community that pushes you to be your best. It's a perfect place for Bulldog athletes, students and fans to train. Whether you're chasing PRs or just starting your fitness journey, we're here to help you stay strong all season long. Stop in for a tour or message us to join the pack. Anytime Fitness, proud to support our Bulldog community.
Fourth quarter here in Flandreau. Welcome back to the MDL broadcast booth. I'm Matt Gross. 47-30. The Flandreau Flyers have the lead over the Madison Bulldogs. Morgan Shepherd had 12 points at the half. She is up to 20 now for Flandreau. 47. Bulldog basketball as we open up the fourth. Engels with it off the wing. Flandreau extending their zone way out beyond the arc. Leaves the corners open for a Malone three, but it's off the mark. Engels picks up the rebound in the far corner. Engels tried to pass back to the top of the key. Ball tipped. Feige comes away with it. Back to Engels again. Engels now inside. It's Pastrano. Pastrano up and off the glass and good for two. And 47-32 now is the Flandreau lead. Bulldogs go to a zone of their own. Beyond the wing, right side for Schreppel. Now into the corner for Morgan Shepherd. Shepherd goes inside for Kroll. Back outside for a Schreppel three. No good. Rebound run down by Nielsen for the Bulldogs. Gives it away to Feige here. Bulldogs quickly into the front court. Malone, top of the key, Nielsen. Works it over to Engels. Madison around the arc. Back into the corner it goes. Engels wants to drive baseline. Got around the defender. Bounce pass into the far corner for a three-point shot by Feige. No good. A tie-up on the rebound. It's going to be Flandreau basketball. We got a foul on Madison. Foul on Jaya Engels. That's her first. Team's first in the fourth quarter. Flyers coming the other way. Left side, it's Addie Hammer on the wing against the 2-3 zone. They go to the middle. This is Morgan Shepherd. She spins left this time, and she got fouled. I was just about to say she'll fake left and go right. This time she went to the left hand and got fouled by Nielsen, and two shots coming up for Shepherd here at the free throw line. First free throw is up and good. 21 in the ball game now for Morgan Shepherd. As Reagan Shepherd checks out of the game for a breather. One more on the way from Morgan, and she drops it through. 49-32, Flandreau on top here, early fourth quarter. Transition three-point shot. Engels went halfway down, spun out, rolled around the rim, and popped out. Flandreau ahead for Weiss. Now between the circles, Shepherd. Reagan on the attack left hand. Now into the corner on the left side for Hammer. Hammer fires up along two. No good. Engels secures the rebound for Madison. Will bring it up herself. Engels bounces it outside for Feige. Back to Jaya now. Jaya leaves it for Malone. Bulldogs into the corner. Nielsen attacking baseline. Floater with the right hand. Count it! And give her one more. Collins Nielsen with a chance for the three-point play. Bulldogs still fighting here. Even once the lead got pretty big. Three-point shot, or free throw rather, is up and good. Three-point play completed. 49-35. Flandreau on top. Weiss back over to Reagan Shepherd. As Hammer and Shepherd play a little catch now. Now, ball swung around left side. They want to go to the post. Inside for Kroll. Kroll with the right hand layup. No good. Tried to get her own rebound. Feige knocked it free. It goes out of bounds off of Flandreau. Kroll missed it. She had the size advantage there on Feige. Kroll at 5'11", Feige at 5'6". Had her down to the post. Missed the first shot. She tried to get a rebound. Feige jumped up, knocked it out of her hands. Skip past the corner, knocked away and out of bounds by Kroll, and it will stay here with the Bulldogs. 5:26 remaining in the fourth. 49-35 Flyers. Here's Malone on the far corner. Gets it over to Nielsen. Nielsen spins her way to the three-point line. Now to Malone. Back into the corner. Nielsen. Nielsen attacks with a floater. No good. It was blocked by Morgan Shepard and rebounded by Flandreau. Now they give it to Morgan. She'll feed it off to younger sister Reagan, who will slow up and bring it into the front court here with 5 minutes to go in the fourth. Morgan now back near the center circle for Reagan. Morgan again with 19 to shoot. Kicks it into the corner. Drive by Hammer, off the mark, no good. Gets her own rebound. Hammer in traffic, got tied up by Nielsen. We're going to get a jump ball. And, oh no, we're going to get a timeout by Flandreau. 4:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. 49-35, Flyers on top. We're back after this break on AM 1390 and AmazingMadison.com.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local, independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Call Cundert Williams in Madison today at 256-6608.
Heartland Energy is a future-focused name. It encompasses everything that we do and the core purpose of who Heartland is.
Anybody can sell you electricity. It's the way our people help our communities grow and therefore have a purpose to that energy.
We're constantly looking for different ways to serve our customers the best that we possibly can.
We're community owned and we exist to serve our communities.
4:45 to go in a ball game that Flandreau has led nearly the entire way. Madison had a 5-4 lead briefly in the first quarter, but it has been a Flandreau lead ever since. They built up a double-digit lead in the first quarter, 16-5. Madison has got it down to 9 points a couple of times, but never closer than that. They're down 49-35 right now. Flandreau has the basketball. Inbounds comes right to Reagan Shepard, and she puts it up off the window with the left hand for two more. Bulldogs into the corner for Jaya Engels. Engels kicks it outside for a Fiji three off the mark, and rebounded by the Flyers. Nearly halfway through this fourth and final quarter. Flandreau trying to get back to 500 on the season. Morgan Shepard for Kroll. Shepard goes through the paint, gets it in the right block, goes up to the glass and gets fouled. And two more free throw shots coming up for Morgan Shepard. Shepard has 22. Reagan Shepard has 14. Free throw up and good. As Rummel comes in along with Tompkin and Schmidt here for the Bulldogs. Schmidt off the bench with a team high 10 for Madison. One more Morgan Shepard free throw here. And good. Knocks them both down. She's got 6 points from the free throw line itself. She's got 24 in the game. Also into the game for Madison now is Breely Jatan. She runs the point, gets it over to Tompkin. Now a handoff to Schmidt. Jordan feeds inside for Bryant. Bryant's shot from 15, no good. And a rebound to Flandreau. Tompkin and Shepard were having a little fun there on that rebound. Shepard has it. Looks inside, nothing there. Feeds it right wing for Kroll. Tompkin on her. They got the mismatch down low. Shepard with Bryant on her. Shepard goes up with the right hand and scores. Two more for Morgan Shepard. She's got 26, and Jatan with the turnover. Travel on the Bulldogs. Gives it back to Flandreau. 3:31 to go here in this ball game. It's a 20-point Flyer lead, 55-35. Landis off the bench, back in for the Flyers. Posting up Kroll. Now they kick it into the corner instead. Here's a drive by Weiss. Shot rolls off the iron, no good. Rebound by Bryant for Madison. Bryant ahead to Tompkin. Tompkin dribbling her way towards the paint, trying to clear some space now. Kicks it out for a Bryant three, short, no good. Rebound Shepard for the Bulldogs, or for the Flyers, rather. Shepard passes ahead to Weiss, now down into the corner, attacked by Hammer. Hammer got to the baseline, feeds it for Shepard. Didn't want to take that shot inside. Looking to work a little bit of clock here, maybe get another teammate involved. They're trying to run the clock. They've had a couple open shots underneath. Now Shepard gets to the middle, kicks it outside. Here's the three-point shot by Landis. Good. Took their time, or by LeBrun, rather, and LeBrun with the three, and now a timeout on the floor. 2:38 to play here in the fourth quarter, 58-35. Flandreau on top. Back in a moment on KJAM.
Hi, I'm Laura from Kinsley Funeral Home. My brother Andy and I are always here to help you make final decisions and arrangements for your loved ones, no matter where you live. We have facilities in Salem, Hartford, Madison, and can provide services in Sioux Falls at Heritage Funeral Home. At Kinsley Funeral Home, we are always here to help guide you and explain the process so you and your family can make confident and informed decisions. Call Kinsley Funeral Home and let us help you with your funeral arrangements or explain the benefits of pre-planning. Kinsley Funeral Home, offering caring, compassionate services to Madison and the surrounding area.
You have high expectations for your next car buying experience. Expect more and get more from Prostrala Auto Mall in Madison. With vehicles from GM, Ford, and Chrysler in one convenient location, we are sure to have what you're looking for. Don't see the perfect vehicle? Let us custom order it just for you. We'll guide you efficiently through the car buying process with no surprise fees. Isn't it time you expect more and get more? Prostrala Auto Mall in Madison, South Dakota strong since 1957.
Welcome back to Flandreau and the MDL broadcast booth. 2:38 remaining here in the fourth quarter. A 58-35 lead for Flandreau. Bulldogs with the basketball. Chetan on the handoff to Schmidt. Looked to go inside. Was that ball tipped? Had to have been. Yep, Madison basketball. Didn't see it, but Chetan will trigger the inbound. Bounces it in, looking for Schmidt. Comes to Bryan instead. Bryan now out for Topkin. Topkin driving, puts it up off the window and connects. First field goal of the night for Aubrey Topkin. 58-37 Flandreau. Callie Wise running the point. Both teams with subs in throughout the court here. Here's Nora Hamilton giving away to Weiss again. Into the ball game is Hannah Lahr for the first time for the Flyers. Under 2 to play. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They work it into the corner for a three. No good. Schmidt trying to grab the rebound. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Flandreau. Substitution for the Bulldogs. Fox returns to the game. And Addie Kroll, 5'10 freshman, comes in for Flandreau with 1:50 to go here in the fourth. Jatan into the front court for the Bulldogs. Now Schmidt, now it's Fox. Fox drives to the rack, puts it up, scores it, and has a chance for a three-point play for the freshman Ellie Fox. Foul was on Addie Kroll. Fox free throw up and no good. Bryan nearly stole that rebound, but it's picked up by the Flyers here. As Hamilton pauses, feeds back between the circles, strikes. Now into the hands of Addie Kroll. Drives through the paint, gave it up, got it right back, spins to the middle with the left hand, left it short. Fox rebounds for the Bulldogs. Fox sees an opening, going to go all the way, lays it up off the window, good for two. 4 off the bench for Ellie Fox. Nobody came back to get the inbounds pass for Flandreau here. Now they do. It's 58-41 Flyers with 1 minute to go here in the ball game. Inside for Addie Kroll. Kroll spins, shot no good. Got the rebound, tipped back to her, and she puts it up and in. First 2 off the bench for Addie Kroll. 60-41. Flandreau, three-point shot. Fox, a hot hand, nope. Rebound comes down to Hamilton. Wings it ahead, too tall, intended for LeBrun and out of bounds. Well, this Flandreau team just in the process of reloading again. You got 2 more years after this, a Morgan Shepherd. You've got these 8th graders that all look really good. Speaking of looking like a pretty good basketball player, there's a right-handed Hook shot inside by Jordan Schmidt, who's got another 2 for the Bulldogs. 12 in the ball game off the bench. It's a career high for the freshman. Ball stolen away by Rummel. Rummel goes up with the right hand. Won't drop down. Schmidt flew in. Tried to get the rebound. It goes out of bounds to Flandreau. With 12 seconds to go, they just need to bring this one into the front court to get back to 500 on the season. Flyers with the victory tonight by the final score of 60-43. Flandreau improves to 4-4. The Bulldogs fall to 1-9. Madison has hit the halfway mark of the 2025 and 26 season. We will take a timeout. It is the F&M Co-op Oil post-game show, and it's coming up next on KJAM.
The Madison Bulldogs are known for being dedicated, hardworking, and always striving to do their very best to be a winning team. Just like the dedicated, hardworking team at F&M Co-op in Madison. Whether you're in need of tires, bulk fuel, propane, oil, or exhaust fluid, F&M Co-op is the local choice for your farming operation. F&M Co-op of Madison, striving to be part of your winning team and a proud supporter of the Madison Bulldogs.
Christensen Complete Water is locally owned with over 60 years of experience in the water conditioning business. They provide excellent service and offer free estimates on installs and repairs. They also do free water analysis and provide recommendations for products that will specifically fit your residential or commercial needs. At Christensen Complete Water, they know your water and have the knowledge and expertise to service and repair almost any brand of water softener or drinking water system. Stop in or call today. Christensen Complete Water in Madison.
Today's housing market can move quickly. And that's why First Premier Bank has developed a streamlined mortgage process to move your financing through the system as efficiently as possible. From our convenient online application to the day you close, our mortgage bankers are committed to providing personal and responsive service. We want to make your home happen by making the mortgage process as easy as possible. Apply online at firstpremier.com/home. First Premier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have a lot of questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Tyler Weedy. Let's work together to help make sure your finances meet your unique needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Call us at 605-256-3550 to schedule an appointment.
Back here in Flandreau, final score on the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. It is the Flyers with a 60-43 win over the Madison Bulldogs as we welcome you into the F&M Co-op Oil post-game show, brought to you by the F&M in Madison for all your fuel needs, as well as tires, Green Mountain Grills, and more. You'll find it at F&M Co-op Oil in Madison. Well, Flandreau led almost the entire way. Bulldogs, again, a little 5-0 run in the very early moments of the first quarter. Got them up 5-4, but Flandreau answered it with a 14-0 run, and they led by double digits for most of it. Madison never really let them really pull away until that fourth quarter. Every time Flandreau would make a move, get it to 15 points, Bulldogs would bring it back down to 9 with a little run of their own. It would have been fun to see if Jordan Schmidt could have avoided that second foul with about 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. She had come off the bench for the first time, scored 6 points in pretty quick fashion, but picked up a couple of fouls, went back to the bench. Bulldogs had just gotten it to 9. Feels like if she could stay in there, maybe Madison can get another bucket or two, make it a little more of a contest at halftime instead of the 12-point game that it was, but wasn't to be tonight. Morgan Shepherd and Reagan Shepherd just too much. They combined for 38 of the 60 tonight. 24 points for Morgan Shepherd, 14 for Reagan Shepherd for the Flyers in the victory here this evening. For Madison, freshman Jordan Schmidt, 12 points off the bench, the only Bulldog in double figures. She leads the way in the victory. Collins Nielsen had 6, 5 apiece for Maddie Rummel and Aubrey Topkin, 4 for Jay Engels and Ellie Fox, 3 for Ella Malone, 2 for Logan Berstralo, 2 for Grace Feige tonight for the Madison Bulldogs. Flandreau again picks up the win. They go to 4-4 on the season, while Madison falls to 1-9. Also tonight, Dakota State University playing at the Fieldhouse. The DSU women picked up a win over Montana Tech tonight in pretty convincing fashion. Dakota State University men taking on a ranked Montana Tech team, and it was Montana Tech surviving down the stretch for a 68-66 win over Dakota State. Another heartbreaking loss for the Dakota State University men. Boy, they've had 3 or 4 of those this season, just one possession games they have not been able to finish off. And they fall tonight. So DSU men and women are back at home at the Fieldhouse tomorrow night again, 5 o'clock for that doubleheader, as they will be taking on Montana Western tomorrow night. The Madison Bulldog girls, they are back at home against Beersford coming up on Tuesday in a game you'll be able to hear right here on AM 1390 and AmazingMadison.com. Thursday, Madison boys will be looking to snap a 2-game losing streak. The Madison boys will host travel to Del Rapids on Thursday, and then on Friday it's a girls and boys doubleheader against Sioux Falls Christian next week. Taking a look at some other scores around the area tonight in high school girls basketball. Coleman Egan beat Garrettson 58-9 this evening. West Central beat St. Thomas More. Arlington girls over Elkton Lake Benton tonight. Also, Del Rapids St. Mary beat ORR 65-22 this evening. In boys basketball, it was Sioux Falls Lutheran over Chester 66-49. Garrettson beat Coleman Egan 55-48 tonight. Sioux Valley boys a win over McCook Central Montrose 52-40. West Central is leading St. Thomas More at halftime 25-22. That's a top 5 matchup. Sioux Falls Christian beat Hill City 56-29 this evening. And here again in Flandreau, it was the Flyers with a 60-43 win over the Madison Bulldogs. That's going to do it for our broadcast, our F&M Co-op Oil post-game show here tonight. We'll talk to you again on Tuesday from the Madison High School girls basketball against Beersford. Until then, for everyone at KJM Sports, I'm Matt Gross. Thank you for listening. Have a great rest of your windy Friday night.